Maleficent is finally here in Disney Speedstorm. That's right, everyone. The Mistress of All Evil has made her debut with 3 brand new limited events here in game. And in today's video, I'm going to go over each of these and tell you exactly how you can unlock Maleficent. And thankfully, she is significantly easier to get than Cruella. However, still not quite where it should be, but let's go ahead and take a look at all of these events. Starting off with the Mistress of All Evil, this is not going to be the focus of today's video at all, as you need Maleficent to participate in this event. However, the rewards, like many of these other exclusive time trials, are very good, and if you manage to get yourself in the top 10%, you will have 30 Diablo shards and 15 Maleficent shards. Now the other 2 events, a shape-shifting dark spell and eternal unbreakable slumber, this is actually where you're going to be able to unlock Maleficent and get all of the necessary shards for her. However, it is not going to be easy. The most difficult event is definitely a shape-shifting dark spell, and here you're going to need some pretty exclusive characters in the form of Hades, Steamboat Pete, Ursula, and Captain Barbossa. Now these aren't crazy ass, it makes sense that these characters are required. However, the true difficulty comes in when you realize what level you need these characters at. In order to complete these objectives, you are going to need a level 45 Steamboat Pete and a level 45 Captain Barbossa, which is an incredibly tall request, especially when you consider that Steamboat Pete is a mid-season character and Captain Barbossa is the premium character who literally came out this month, like this part of the season. So having them at level 45 is definitely going to be a difficult task. However, if you manage to complete all of these objectives, you will get 5 Maleficent shards, which is a pretty sweet bonus, and you also get an additional 2 if you are able to complete that level 45 objective with Captain Barbossa. So pretty decent stuff there. But you gotta finish like all of these objectives in order to get those bonus Maleficent shards for completing 8 objectives. So pretty rough there, but at least it's more shards than we got with Corella's, just a very tall ask yet again. And then over here we have the Eternal Unbreakable Slumber event. Now this event is a lot more chill. You'll be able to get 1 Maleficent shard if you have a Hades at level 30, and then there's a bunch of other objectives that require you to have Barbossa and Will Turner as well. And then you get 7 Hades shards if you complete 6 of those objectives, and 2 Maleficent shards if you complete all 7 of them. So there is a bonus 3 Maleficent shards up for grabs here if you have all of these characters unlocked and at the necessary level. However, just keep in mind that this event is a maximum of 2 tries per day, which means you will actually not be able to fully get Maleficent on the first day. You're going to have to play this event a couple of times and fully complete all these objectives. It's also important to note that there is a capsule here. If you have Captain Barbossa at level 30, you'll be able to repeatedly try and unlock this capsule, and you have a 7.5% chance in order to get 1 to 2 Maleficent shards, so very few shards, just like Cruella's event. However, unlike Cruella's event, this capsule is actually not reliant at all in order to fully unlock Maleficent. You can get 10 shards without this capsule. There's 1 right here for the level 30 Hades, there's 7, or sorry, not 7, there's 2 here, so 3 shards in total from this event without the capsule if you have Hades and Will Turner and Barbossa. And then in this event, you can get the other 7 shards required if you have, obviously, that level 45 Barbossa and Pete, as well as Ursula and Hades at level 40. Or sorry, Hades at level 35 and Ursula at level 40. So again, a very big request. Like, if we go into my account here, I don't even have those characters at that level. Like, I upgraded my Steamboat Pete as far as I possibly could in anticipation for playing this event, and he's only level 44. So, it's rough. My Barbossa is level 1. Like, I haven't upgraded him at all this season, so I'm definitely gonna have to splurge quite a bit there. My Ursula's only level 40. I don't think my Hades is even level 35 yet. Oh no, he is. He's level 38. So, but still, I mean, you guys can tell it's a lot of leveling required for a lot of very hard to obtain characters. So while it is possible to unlock Maleficent without having to rely on that gacha capsule or her gacha box, which is obviously in the shop now, it is possible to not use this, but you're probably gonna have to. I still think it's a better step in the right direction than Corella's event was, but it's definitely not perfect by any means. And the Mistress of All Evil box is obviously your other way of unlocking Maleficent, and I am quite a fan of this 20% drop rate. I think that is exactly where it should be. However, there is a chance you only get 2 shards from Maleficent, so that definitely sucks, and you might have to buy this box multiple times in order to fully unlock her, so just keep in mind that nothing is guaranteed, and it is still essentially gambling in order to get shards for Maleficent from this box. But let's go ahead and play some of these events and start getting shards for Maleficent. Okay, so I upgraded my Barbossa as far as possible, and I was only able to get him to level 34, and of course the objective does call for a level 45 Barbossa, and this is, keep in mind, after purchasing both his Sara pack and his extra shards pack, so that's 40 additional shards for Barbossa. However, granted, I have not completed the most recent Season Tour chapter, and I'm not quite as far along in the Golden Pass as I should be at this point, but we're going to go ahead and try this 10 or 11 levels down off of the recommended objective. We'll see if we can complete it. I don't have super high hopes. I might have to actually come back to unlocking Maleficent later and play through the Season Tour first and try and get more Barbossa shards that way. So we'll see if this actually works for us. Okay guys, I was genuinely really concerned that I would not complete this event. That was not hard at all. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Barbossa is genuinely one of the strongest characters in the history of Disney Speedstorm, but I did not break a sweat. I was just, I'm pretty rusty at Speedstorm. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't been playing the game a lot. That was incredibly, easier than I thought it was going to be. It was not too hard at all. So even if your Barbossa is severely underleveled, you should be able to complete that objective, which is good because it is arguably the most important one, because you get those 2 additional Maleficent shards from it, and that could very well help you be pushed over the edge. And also, if you're on the fence as to whether you want to buy Barbossa and the Golden Pass part, I would definitely say go for it. Barbossa is easily one of the strongest characters in Disney Speedstorm right now, and he also is, needed for a lot of objectives in the Maleficent events, so you're pretty much going to be able to unlock Maleficent if you have Barbossa at a decent level between the capsule and all the objectives, and especially if you're able to finish this entire event that I'm going through here. If you have a high enough level Pete and anything like that, you should be totally good in order to finish this event and unlock Maleficent, so that's very good. But again, you do need a lot of high level mid-season characters and Barbossa, so just keep that in mind. Genuinely, I think this race, with my level 44 Pete, going into the level 45 objective, was more difficult than Barbossa, but we went ahead and forgot to go through 10 speed pads, so we're going to go ahead and play the Pete race one more time, and we'll keep churning through these objectives. Alright, I have gone ahead and completed every single objective in a shapeshifting dark spell, minus the 2 Maleficent ones. Honestly, I thought this event was going to be incredibly difficult, and obviously it's going to be if you aren't very experienced with Ursula, Hades, or Steamboat Pete. But the Barbossa objective was surprisingly not bad, even though I was 11 levels down. It honestly was pretty easy, so that was very nice. But now we're going to move on to Eternal Unbreakable Slumber. This event is going to give us 1 additional shard from Maleficent because we're going to do that Hades objective, and then we'll start on the Barbossa capsule. However, I will not be able to fully unlock Maleficent via events today, as those 2 additional shards require all 7 of these objectives to be completed, all 7 of these objectives to be completed, which means I also need Tia Dalma, who I don't even have unlocked yet because I have not been playing a lot of Disney Speedstorm. So I will be able to get Maleficent via events. Not today, because there's only 2 tries for the event, and I need more than that in order to get those 2 additional shards. Alright, I've gone ahead and completed both the Hades objective for this event as well as the Barbossa capsule, and as you can see, we unfortunately got no Maleficent shards this time, so hopefully we have better luck in our future attempts. But as you can see, just from events, I have gotten 8 shards for Maleficent, which is honestly pretty good for just 1 day of playing. Obviously, again, you need to have all those super crazy high-level characters, but it is a lot better than we did get with Cruella. And now I can finish out the event tomorrow, I think, when I play as Will and Tia Dalma, and get those last 2 shards from Maleficent. But obviously, I am not going to wait. We're going to open up 4 of these boxes for Maleficent and hopefully pull some shards for her, because I really don't want to purchase more tokens right now. There is a 20% chance, so pretty decent shot that I do actually get Maleficent unlocked. Alright, we got 5 King Stefan shards, 2 Diablo, 5 King Hubert. Nothing yet. If it takes more than 4 boxes, that'd be very disappointing. I know we didn't get her from this one. Okay, we might have to buy more tokens, which is not ideal. Final box, come on. Oh, it's very possible that I pulled something. Come on, I just need 2 Maleficent shards. Thank you. Yes, okay. Maleficent is unlocked. It did take 4 boxes for me to get 2 shards for her, and we have a huge lag spike, but there you go. You can see Maleficent is unlocked. Don't know why the screen looks like that, but it's still wonderful. There we go. New Racer unlocked Maleficent from the Sleepy Beauty collection. An epic trickster. And the Goon Leader did star up. We have officially 3 tokens left on our accounts, which I think is the lowest amount I've ever had, which is quite funny. You can see all the offers from Maleficent here, a bunch of different cosmetics, as well as extra shard packs and a star up pack. This star up pack is actually pretty good value, and I would recommend purchasing it if you're interested. However, do not buy the shard packs. I think they're horribly overpriced, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. Maleficent is unlocked. Let's go ahead and take her into a regulated race and see how she performs against other players. Alright, here we are in game as Maleficent. I gotta say, she looks absolutely incredible. I am in love with her design. So a little bit about Maleficent's unique ability. Pretty much both the normal and charged activation are going to summon different kinds of lightning. So if we press the normal activation, you can see lightning in front of us, and then obviously people can get stunned by that. And pretty much what happens is after you hit 6 opponents with your lightning, either from the normal or charged activation, you will fully transform into a dragon. I am getting knocked around this race by the other Maleficent and just everyone else. Yeah, so we're going to try and hit that transformation into a dragon. If it does not happen, that's okay. We're just going to see how she performs. Honestly, don't know how I feel about her stats. She seems a little clunky, a little slow off the first impression, but again, her unique ability just seems so much fun. And I'm very excited to see how she fully performs. Let's hit the boost. Yeah, we are just getting stunned a lot this race, which is really unfortunate. We're also not getting our unique ability nearly as much as I would like. Alright, there we go. We're gonna hit the charged activation now, so we got 1 stun. I don't know, there's like little orbs on my back that you can see. They're a little difficult to view, but that is essentially how many people have been stunned by the lightning so far. I believe there is 3. So if we stun 3 more people before the end of this race, we'll be able to transform into a dragon. But she seems similar to Randall in that sense, or maybe Tia Dalma, where she sort of transforms after a long period of time, and it seems like the payoff is going to be great if she transforms, but it's going to be very hard to achieve that. So we do only need 1 more stun now. If we get our unique, I don't think we're going to transform into a dragon this race, unfortunately, but we will give it 1 more try and see if we can get that full transformation. So let's go ahead and do that and hop into another race, hopefully on a longer track with Maleficent. Alright, here we are in our next race with Maleficent. We are on the Ohana circuit of Kawahi, which is a pretty long race, I believe. So hopefully we can get 6 stuns. We got 1, but yet there's 4 orbs behind me, so I guess the other ones didn't show in the stun feed. But so 4 stuns, it seems. So far so good. We're on track to transform. I wonder how essential it's going to be to transform, because like Randall is a very inconsistent racer simply because it's difficult to transform or like get all of Randall's screens in a single race. And so if it's going to be hard for Maleficent to transform into a dragon every race, that could be a problem. See, like I just used my charged activation there and absolutely no one got hit by it. The charged activation spawns lightning directly in front of people, whereas the normal activation seems to just spawn lightning like in front of like people in a path. Like the charge directly targets people, whereas the normal activation is just sort of like a field of lightning in front of everybody. So something to keep in mind. I thought I was going to see great success with the charged activation, but then no one was hit by that second one. Also, Mike Wazowski stealing our power-ups is not great right now. Okay, we're trying to drive while hacked. Yep, that went about how I thought it was going to go. That's okay. I would really like to transform into a dragon this race. Okay. This is just going excellent. Yeah, I think Maleficent is definitely has the potential to be a decent racer. I'm just not performing well with her. Why is on a dragon backwards? You all saw that, right? Okay, here we go. We transformed into a dragon. It's about time. So it autopilots for you. Alright, the dragon's gone now. No one's even in the car. I did not know the dragon autopilots for you. Okay, that is pretty cool. That's interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting, but seems fun. Definitely a very interesting, unique skill. It definitely was very fast. It felt like Aladdin's carpet, but for an extended period of time, and I believe it was stunning people as well. So that's very interesting and something to consider. But yeah, there you have it. Maleficent is in Disney Speedstorm, and that's how you unlock her and a little glimpse of her gameplay. Very excited to fully hop into this character. I probably will have another limited event guide out for the Mistress of All Evil, how to land yourself in the top 10% for that cup, because you definitely want those rewards. But that is all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.